Y'all want some content? Custom moves were probably the most interesting thing to happen in Smash, at least in my case. I'm not like a lot of you guys. The characters revealed in Smash was not really the reasons why I played the game. I played the game because like the battle mechanics were fun enough and I like beating people. So when I first saw the heavenly glow of custom moves being introduced, I truly thought that the world could have world peace at some point. It was so fun to play characters that I usually had no intention of playing and trying new strategies against my friends. So you could just imagine my annoyance when they completely got rid of them in Ultimate. I just wish that they came back. And I get it, there was some problems, but it really sucks because it was easily solvable. And if it was under control, I think the public opinion would have been so different compared to the mixed feelings the community has now. What problems? Here, I'll fucking tell ya. RNG earning. Oh my fucking god. Smash really screwed up when it came to acquiring these moves, because in Sakurai's infinite knowledge, in his big brain chair-sitting ass, let's just have a move that could be tournament play legal, require RNG in order to unlock. This goes to all the Mortal Kombat fans. Did you like variations? Do you like the fact that you can actually play a character differently? Well, how about instead of you just customizing it yourself and then just going online for it, how about in order to unlock it, it requires RNG? You wouldn't like that, right? Like, seriously, was it really that hard to just do what multiverses do and unlock every move when in tournament mode? Was it really that difficult? So what basically Sakurai is telling me to do is that in order to unlock these things in a moderate pace, I have to choose Ganondorf, go to a certain mode, and just up smash for hours. Literal hours. Is that really what needs to go on? Why is it so hard to get these sort of things at the start? You know what's even worse? You can get duplicates. There is no way to get a single move and you move on. You can literally get duplicates of the same move. This is like fucking surprise mechanics all over again. I mean, you couldn't do this in tournament play because it took too long. Add on to the fact that you have to make a specific character with moves rather than you can just play them at the start. Like, seriously, you basically just had no chances of it being in local play using customs. That's why it was here for only 3 months. It was so difficult to do, and you needed to do it for every single Switch. Who designed this fucking issue? Sometimes I just think that Sakurai just silently hates competitive anything. Alright, all that out the way, let's go on with the good. I guess you already know why I'm so pissed about it, the fact that it's not here. It just didn't even get the chance because either Nintendo or Sakurai just didn't have the good groundwork in order to let it be. But let's ignore that, and let's look at why I like custom moves so much. See, I just like the variety of it that it has. The new sort of options that come from custom moves were very great. Like, there was just some ass characters that I played in Smash 4. Like, there was Ganondorf, there was Charizard, there was Dr. Mario, and like, those characters only became better because they had a new way to interact with the opponent. So like, Charizard, for example, he got a side B. It didn't really kill as good, but it was safe on shield, passed through opponents, and also provided a new movement option to clear away from people. Basically, you kept checking people when they guarded. Mind you, this was Smash 4, a game where shielding and then grabbing the person after they tried to hit you was basically the name of the game. So a character knowledge check about this sort of thing is just incredibly funny to me. For someone like Dr. Mario, rather than asking for a buff to his jumps that could have probably resulted in him in just becoming a better, duller Mario, there was actually a new down B that hits people hard and goes vertically high to recover. So Now, you can keep the aspect of Mario just killing people with back air all the time and having enough enough slow jump squat in order to like fudge out people's moves, but he still get to kept what his character was designed for. It's great. And for Ganon, he actually got a lot of good stuffs, like the new blue wizard foot. That helped him with the curse of dealing with projectile spam. Like, Ganondorf has always been this bad character. Even in Smash Ultimate, he's been a bad character. But he has always had the problem that he cannot just deal with projectiles like any of the other fast characters. So having a move where you can literally do in the middle of someone performing a special and they get countered for it was amazing. Especially since it also let you come back on stage and basically provided you a good habit, you know? And people might say otherwise on this one, but I liked what the sword did when you press B, because even though it was slow, you doing the move is actually long as hell. So like you can catch people when they didn't think it would hit you. Not only that, if you hit with Tipper, you could actually bust shields. So pressing B is actually a good move when it came to Ganondorf. The simple joy of having just counterplay and even some different movement options, like Bowser's side B for example, was just so great and diversified the characters without needing to buff everyone. I mean, sure, there would have been some high tiers and there would have been a little scary things like Fox Drill or Diddy Kong's up B that like killed at 30, but at least you could have like found reasons to nerf it at least. But because it only lasted 3 months, because of how hard it was to get them, that option couldn't even be talked about. It couldn't even be justified. You couldn't even use them in local play. Like, I agree that some customs were pretty overbearing and definitely would have been, like, cancerous. But at least give us the option or the chance to get there, to see if we could have had counterplay, if there was a way to nerf it, or hell, maybe even have it just be a side event where people can use it. I'm just so disappointed. All this latent potential just completely ignored. And I guess I can only really hope for 2 things if I were to ever play this game back. And that's like if the next time, maybe they'll bring it back, or maybe even a new game might have it just as the base. That would actually be pretty cool, I guess.